Today on Hook the Future, we're going to watch Hayden catch his first Pacific sailfish with my buddy Captain Dana Thomas aboard the Who's Your Daddy out of Los Sueños Marina in Costa Rica. Stay with us, guys. We got a great show for you today. We are so blessed. On Hook the Future, we get to go all over the world, from halibut in Alaska to marlin in Cabo, and everything in between. You'd be hard-pressed to find a fish we haven't caught. There are a lot of destinations to choose from, but we keep coming back to Costa Rica. This country calls out to part of your soul, and you find yourself coming back over and over. The jungle creates a rhythm of wonder and discovery like nowhere else. Curious monkeys drop in for a visit during breakfast, and toucans and macaws decorate the trees. The fresh food and gallo pinto have you lying in the sun like a lazy iguana. Sunset is a daily event you don't want to miss. Add to that a world-class fishery to complete your bucket list. Sailfish, marlin, roosterfish, and world record snook. There's a reason Hook the Future always ends up in Costa Rica. And if you experience this gentle, friendly country, you'll understand. I can think of no better family to introduce our favorite place to than the Bertones. This family lives adventure together. They travel, fish, and cheer each other on. You might remember them from an episode a few years back in the Keys. We were filming a Hook the Future episode in the Keys with my good friend Captain George Campbell. Our anglers were Brody and Hayden Bertone. It was near the end of the trip and we were having a good day. A mixed bag of bottom fish with some nice AJs. Captain George rigged up one more bait and bam, Hayden was on. This time it was different, pulling hard but not like an AJ. When the fish broke the surface, wow, what a mutton. Hayden had landed the biggest mutton snapper of his life. We never fish with parents on board, but on this trip, Mom, Dad, and Big Brother were all on the boat, hiding on the bow, staying out of the shots. When Hayden landed that fish, we ended up in a giant family hug, slimy-fiving everyone. What a fish, what a memory. That's why I love fishing, sharing that moment, that emotion. After that trip, the Bertones feel more like family than friends. I'd run into them every once in a while at a boat show or events in South Florida, but that was about it. Fast forward a couple of years and the Bertones are in Costa Rica at the same time as us. My friend Captain Dana Thomas on the Who's Your Daddy has an open day, and Hayden and Brody really want to catch a Pacific sail. We've filmed more with Captain Dana than any other captain on Hook the Future, and there's a reason for that. He's the best. Captain Dana always delivers, and we are looking forward to another great day aboard the Who's Your Daddy today. Man! Last time I seen you, we were fishing with George Campbell in the Keys. Now we're over here in Costa Rica off of Los Sueños, fishing on the Who's Your Daddy. See that sailfish jumping out front? He's way in front of the boat, jumping out here. Nice job, nice job. Keep him tight, keep him tight. Half a bill fishing is reeling in the slack. Reel, reel, reel.
Fishing is a team sport in general. It takes a captain, a first mate. It takes more than one person to reel in the fish sometimes. Me and Brody had to switch off for a few. And clearing out lines, choosing the right lures, choosing the right baits, making sure they're in good condition so the fish will bite. We started off catching fish right off the bat and it was very exhilarating.
Double header with the Bertones. What do you think about this?
It's fun.
You guys all right? You breathing?
Yes, sir.
How we doing over there, bud?
Doing okay.
Man, loving life in Costa Rica, man. Living the salt life large now. Got dolphins around the boat, double sailfish hook up. Keep them tight, just keep reeling when you can. Fish are kind of going opposite directions. We're gonna have to let you guys fight them instead of chasing them down. What do we think about this, huh?
It's fun.
Yeah. Didn't take long.
Not very long.
Pull that teaser in. Let's look him out there, man. Let's check that out. You see that sail jumping out there? Look at him dancing. You know, a lot of guys, when they come out here and they get hooked up on the billfish over here, especially for fishing in Florida, it's gonna take a while over here. It's like running a marathon. It's not like a sprint.
Yep.
So you have to pace yourself a little bit.
Secret of fishing in my opinion, is to be patient. Patience is key. You're not always gonna catch fish, but when you do, the reward is really, really big. And it's always the best, is when you can catch a big fish. After a long day, maybe not catching as many, and then catching one solid fish is always great. Just came off.
This one came off? That's all right, man. We'll get them. Well, win some, you lose some. We'll put the baits back out and get one to the boat when Hook the Future returns. Hook the Future is brought to you by Eagle Claw, where great fishing begins. By Mercury, go boldly. By Fish Bites, the bait stays on the hook and the fish stay on the bait. By Salt Life Sport Optics, the finest performance lenses in the world. By Calcutta, hard-working fishing and coastal gear. And by Carolina Skiff, anything is possible. Perfect. There you go. So we started off with a double. We lost one, pulled the hooks on one, still got one on. Haven't had the baits in the water 5 minutes with Capt and Dana. Always putting us on the fish over here.
Not even 5.
Not even 5. Dolphins swimming around the boat. So where are you from, man? Jupiter, right?
Florida.
Right? Last time we were mutton fishing down there with Captain George in Alvarado, we was talking about, man, I want to do one of these exotic trips. I'm going to come over somewhere crazy and go fishing. Well, here you are.
Yep.
Just keep reeling. No pumping, reel. Put it on there. Put it on there. Put it on there. There you go. Just keep putting that line on the reel. That's half of bill fishing is chasing up, reeling the line in, just picking up the slack. Putting that line back on the reel. He took a lot, didn't he?
He did.
Whew. At least we're not getting sunburned today, huh?
Yeah, that's
Got
for
a
sure.
swell moving in, a little bit of squall out here.
Nice and cool.
Fish are already wet, though.
Yeah.
So, man, what are you into right now?
Environmental program at my school is really.
Marine biology, big time,
Marine
huh?
biology, yep.
So do you think fishing and getting fishing with your family kind of got you into that, growing up in it? I mean, you kind of lived on the water, you know?
Yeah, living on the water is really one of the main reasons I love it so much.
So what are you focusing on? Like, is there something like your?
There's a couple of fields I want to go into. A few of my friends who are in the academy also are going to marine engineering. I'm either marine biology or marine photography.
Marine photography. We could use one of those. I'll give you an intern. You got to work for me for half price before you get a real job. This guy get paid good money. All right, I'm gonna hold the rod. You jump in and get the picture. You ready?
Let's go.
Ready?
Got an underwater camera ready?
We've done that a lot, man. Swimming with sailfish out here. I've done it with Dana, I don't know, probably 10 times out here.
Want to make it 11?
We can do that. Let's catch a couple first. Man, catching billfish in the rain out of the Sueños with my buddy Dana Thomas. Always putting us on the fish. Matter of fact, last time we were on the boat with a doubleheader of billfish right off the bat. I tell people all the time, you know, Costa Rica is a short flight away. It's not that hard to get on this boat.
It wasn't too long from Florida.
It wasn't too hard, was it?
No.
Whole nother world.
It's about a half a day from by the time we got here from home.
You know, I talk to families all the time, and they're always talking about taking the adventure, and by the time they take it, their kids are grown. You better get out there and do it now, you know? What are you waiting on? It's not that far. Whew, this fish is tough.
He's giving up a good fight.
Nice job.
Oh, he don't like to see the boat.
No, you don't like to see the boat. The smart ones give up if they can read, you know? They see who's your daddy, and they know it's just futile.
Yeah,
They
they'll
just
know,
give
we'll
up.
just let him out.
Yeah.
If you were gonna come to Costa Rica, I'd say book a trip with Captain Dana. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a great time. For how slow it's been, it has been worth it. If I were to tell them go to Costa Rica, I would tell them try and catch a sailfish, try and catch a billfish, try and catch something that you couldn't normally do where you are now, and do it with your family. Now we're going on a run.
Taking it back out a little bit.
Nice little jog.
There you go. Then short pumps to work him up. He's going to use the boat to do it, and also short pumps, not as long, as short. Get a little bit of line at a time. Nice job, man. Nice job. There's the leader right here.
There we go. There's the leader.
He's coming, man. He's coming.
There's the leader. That's what I like to see.
Going backwards a little bit. Backwards,
Backwards, backwards.
There he is. What a beautiful sailfish, man. Look at that fish. Woo! Nice fish to start the day on the Who's Your Daddy out of the Sueños. Loving life in Costa Rica, living salt life large. Come here, buddy. Look at that windshield wiper. Oh, threw the hook right there. Nice job, man. That's a quick release. That's how we do it here on the Who's Your Daddy Slimy 5. Way to start the day. Loving life. Stay tuned. Hook the Future will be right back from paradise in Costa Rica. You gotta have the awesome gear by Salt Life. Whatever you do to enjoy the Salt Life outdoors, they have the gear you need for protection and performance. You wanna catch some big billfish and leader them yourself? Try their new performance gloves. These gloves are bad to the bone, got everything you need to lead it or the biggest fish that comes up. Salt Life Sport Optics, the best there is. See down into the water, depth perception. Whatever you need to enjoy the Salt Life in the outdoors, they have the gear and protection for you. So check them out today at saltlife.com. This is how we study marine biology over here in Costa Rica.
You catch it?
Up close and personal.
I love it.
That's the way to do it. Put that line on the reel, man. That's the way to do it. Have to step back right here. Here he is. Gotta get that belly out of the line. Just reel, reel, reel. Don't stop, don't stop.
Oh, there he goes.
Nice job, man. That's what we want right there. I'm working hard today. Had a double header right off the bat. Went and pulled the hooks at the boat. You can get this guy. I have faith in the Hayden.
I got faith in you.
I know. I'm gonna have a sandwich back here. Dana and the crew's got lunch. Biggs just holler at me when he gets close. We'll come
All
back
right, I'll
there.
let you know when I see you later.
This guy comes from a fishing family. All these guys, man. We filmed with them one time a couple years ago. Down in Hawks Cay.
That was fun.
And now here we are in Costa Rica. Never thought you'd be here, huh? Not this fast.
Not this fast, no. Especially back on the show.
You landed the plane yesterday and got billfish on today. That's pretty good.
Very good.
Keep it tight, keep it tight. Keep that line tight. Keep reeling. Keep all of this coming on there, you turn the handle. Here he comes, coming up. Coming up. There he goes. Woo! That's what we want. Reel, reel, reel. Reel, reel, reel. Hold on. Woo! That's what we want right there, man. That's what it's all about. Costa Rican billfish
awesome.
dancing behind the boat, man.
Oh, we don't like that.
He heard he was a caught fish. He's like, no, I'm not.
Oh, jumping again.
Check him out, man. Doing the show.
Giving us a run for his money.
Yeah, he is.
Run for our
Nice
money.
sail, man.
This is very nice.
Nice job. Nice job. This is the Salt Life bar.
Catching the salt life.
Like I say, when you're fighting these big billfish, it's more like a marathon than a sprint. You know, a lot of people get on them and they put all they got into them and then wear down. You know, if you want to track this billfish and just feel that empty reel over and over and over
Exactly.
and over, you're just putting line on the reel. So what do you think the biggest problem is facing the ocean right now? You talk about you want to be a marine biologist, you want to make a change and make a difference. What's the biggest problem you think from your eyes?
Just how it's been treated, like
Abuse of it?
abuse of it.
Yeah, there's a
People
lot of
need to
ways abuse.
respect. There's other life forms in this ocean that we don't even know about, and we're killing them.
Yeah, people do a lot of things for profit that they shouldn't.
Exactly. I want this, like, this life, this marine life, the salt life, everything. I want it to be around when I have kids or when my brother has kids. I want them to experience the exact same thing, maybe even more than I did.
Well, more people have attitudes like yours, it's going to happen.
That's the problem. We just need more of them.
More. Good job, Hayden. Keep turning, keep turning. He's coming up now. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. He's coming up. Here he is, right here. Woo! Really? Oh.
Spit it right there again.
Spit it right there, man. Good job. We caught him.
Oh, he's still swimming beyond the
Let's
boat.
check him out right here. He's saying, nice job, Hayden.
Good
Slimy
fight.
fives. Put a little bit of pressure on it right there, and we probably shouldn't have put so much pressure on him, trying to get him to the boat, babying him a little bit. We caught him. Leader on the fish.
Still
Nice
a catch.
job.
We touched leader.
Sweet catch. Nice job, man.
Nice
Way to do
fish.
it right here. This guy, friends for life. This guy right here loves the ocean, loves the fish, soulmates all the time. You get your kids out there fishing, you'll be friends for life. I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many trips that I just went on a fishing trip with a guy in Cape that I fished one day with when he was 12. Now he's 30-something and a doctor, and I still feel like he's one of my best friends, and it all started with a fishing trip. So if you got a kid out there, take him fishing, make him a part of the team, make him a part of the trip, let him get out there and experience it, do it, drive the boat, catch the fish, put the lines out, be part of the team. If you don't have a kid, there's one down the street from you, I'm sure he'd love to go. So find one, get him out here and get him addicted to fishing.
He won't regret it.
Get a guy like us. Nice job, man, nice job. We're gonna take a side trip and visit some locals when Hook the Future returns. Hook the Future is brought to you by Andy, the Line of Champions, by Salt Life, Live Life Unanchored, by Scout Boats, Discover More, by Float On, there's only one real float on, by Tsunami Rods, powerful, sensitive, custom rod performance, and by Odyssey, the Extreme Battery, extreme power, performance, and reliability. Costa Rica has a new adventure waiting at every turn. Waterfalls, beautiful beaches, there's always something to do. But one of my favorite adventures is a trip on Jose's Crocodile Tours on the Tarcoles River. If you've ever made the drive from San Jose to Los Sueños, you certainly took a look below the bridge over the Tarcoles River. Crocs everywhere, big crocs. Well, let's just say today, we're gonna get a little closer for a better view. Jose's Croc Tours is a little different. These guys interact with giant crocs on a daily basis, and they are pros at what they do. Don't try this at home. This is a little too close for comfort. Let's get back to fishing. Here's my good buddy, Captain Dana Thomas from the Who's Your Daddy. Doing it again, man. When did we start doing this? Your son was like this big, and now he's going to college. What's happened?
Yeah, it's just gone by too quick, you know. He's growing up, and we've done so many shows together, had a lot of fun. You brought us some great young anglers again, and we've been out here having fun today.
I gotta tell you about this guy. We've been doing this for a long time, and I've filmed more with Captain Dana than any other captain on Hook the Future. And it's not just because he's my friend, because he always delivers. And he always delivers in tough circumstances. There was a time I can remember we came out one time to go wahoo fishing and had some gear problems, ended up catching a bunch of triple tail making a show.
Yeah, we always tend to make a day out of it one way or another, right?
How long you been in Costa Rica, Dana?
I moved down here in 1990 and hadn't looked back.
Dana had a small center console that was moored out of the harbor that Los Sueños is in now before the marina was built.
That's right, that's
and,
right.
It's been in the marina ever since. And if you come to Costa Rica, if you don't fish with Captain Dana on the Who's Your Daddy, you're missing out. This guy will find fish, any kind of fish, whatever swims in this ocean, he can find it. So how can they find you, Dana?
The easiest way to find me is on social media, Facebook. Look me up as Who's Your Daddy Sport Fishing Boat, Costa Rica.
Who's Your Daddy Sport Fishing Boat, Costa Rica. Find them right there. And what's your website, Dana?
Our website is oceanadventures.cr.
oceanadventures.cr.com. You got to get up with Dana and come down here. Bring your family. It'll be a trip you never forget. Might even see a monkey or two while you're down here. Appreciate you putting us on the fishing.
Thank you, Don. Always good. Always good.
What's the biggest advantage? Your family fishes all the time. Take you all the time. You've been fishing since you were in diapers, right?
It's one of the best things we do together as a family. Whenever we say I can go fishing, I love doing it.
You know, and the one thing about the sport of fishing, when you're playing baseball and football and other sports and things like that, you kind of predict about what's coming. You know, you're ready for a grounder, you're ready for a pop fly. Here, the sport is so variable, so many variables in it. When the fish comes up, you have to do this. If the waves were that way, if the pitch bait was here. There's so many things that they can learn and get involved in the sport. So let your kids get out there and get wet and get in the game like this guy, and you won't regret it, man. Slimy 5, nice fish. Nice fish, let's do it again. Big slimy 5s to my good friend Captain Dana Thomas on the Who's Your Daddy. He always delivers sailfish, marlin, tuna, whatever your Pacific dream catch is, you can catch it aboard the Who's Your Daddy. Oh yeah, he happens to be one of the best captains for rooster fish in Costa Rica too. Ask the Bertones. Look what they caught on their trip yesterday. Check him out on Facebook at Who's Your Daddy Fishing or online at oceanadventurescr.com and book your trip of a lifetime today. Slimy 5s to the entire Bertone family for just doing it. So many families put off trips like Costa Rica and just don't make it happen. Not these guys, they're living life to the fullest right now. Kids grow up and things move fast. So what are you waiting for? Live life now. To find out how you and your family can take the same trip as you've seen on today's show and what's going on behind the scenes, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter or Instagram. If you want us to share your fishing photos, use the hashtag Slimy5 when posting your pictures.